When it comes to the Dream SMP, friends, there is one creator I've been missing out on big time for a while, and it is EvanMC Gaming. Welcome back, friends, and a special welcome to all the new friends out there. I'm YoBGS. Right as I got caught up, EvanMC Gaming released a series of videos called Dream SMP, The Complete Story. Now, we're gonna be looking at them with the beauty of kind of knowing what happens, but I wanted to check these videos out because everyone has said they are amazing, and I'm hoping that there are some maybe side plots and things that I missed that we're gonna get caught up on by checking these out. Now today, we are looking at, I think it's the shortest one. It's Dream SMP, The Complete Story, Part 1, and I am excited for it. If you dig this video, if you like what I'm doing, please make sure to check and see if you're subscribed, leave a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. So here we go, Part 1.
Friendship and ruin. Across the life of the...
See, we're 3 seconds in and I've already missed something that I didn't know about. I don't know... Oh wait, that's the Tree of Life. I've heard about this, but I don't actually know the lore behind it.
Across the life of the Dream SMP, these three truths have shaped the story into one of the most treasured in Minecraft history.
Fair?
Spanning many months and including some of the most talented content creators in the community, the story has evolved well past that ever thought to come from a Minecraft server.
And again, we're from the future, and we know that things are gonna get even more complicated from here.
To truly understand the story, we must go back
It's the lemon tree, excuse me.
Today, I will take you on a journey through the early days of the server and tell the story of Part 1 of the Dream SMP.
I'm legit excited for this because we really, we blew through some of the early days. It was like, hey, there's a server. Hey, Tommy joined. Hey, Wilbur joined. Okay, we're done.
Really quick, this video took weeks to make, so if you could take 1 second to subscribe, it is completely free.
Dude, like 750,000 people have. You're doing pretty good, my dude.
Also, thanks to Lord Cantor for letting me use his recreation of the Dream SMP for this video. If you want to see how he managed to rebuild the server block for block, go check out his channel in the top link of the description.
Poor guy, he had to be so mad when they blew it up. Like recreating the cratering of L'Manberg had to be exhausting.
From the beginning.
Or you world edit,
Day 1
maybe.
Of the Dream SMP. A time before war, before nations.
Before Tommy.
Death. A much simpler time than what we know today. A time of peace. On April 25th, Dream and George created what has grown into one of the most influential Minecraft servers ever.
Fair. I would agree.
To them, it was just a normal survival world. A few months prior, on February 5th, Minecraft released their first snapshot of 1.16, the Nether update. Because of Dream's focus on his channel, as well as his speedrunning grind that started shortly after, Dream had not had time to truly explore the new update.
Now the question's gonna be, what are they gonna do with 1.17? Are we gonna see some sort of big leap into the future?
This world finally gave him a chance to do so. During their first stream, Dream and George intended just to play the game. No speedrunning, no Minecraft manhunt, just plain old survival.
Sounds fun.
And that's exactly what they did. After making a portal, Dream and George explored the new biomes and structures added to the game. After a long journey through the Nether, the two decided to head back. After dying in the Nether, the two journeyed back to gather... They finally were able to find their stuff and escape.
Nope.
Yeah.
My God, it's so weird seeing Dream look like a human being, you know? Instead of the immortal Minecraft manhunter.
They lost all their stuff. Later, they finally were able to explore the Bastion with no problems, and by the end of the stream, things were looking good. Soon after the beginning of the SMP, its first members other than Dream and George were added. These included Sapnap, the third member of the Dream team, as well as their close friends It's Alyssa and Awesome Dude. Over the next streams, the five were able to develop the...
So interesting. It's so... Oh my God. It's so interesting to see them back at a time before, before all of this, you know? Because I even remember when Sam the first time I mentioned Sam as like an it was during Tommy's Exile. I tagged Sam in like a description of one of my videos. He had like 20K subs. It was so wild just to, and now like if you are anywhere near that entity, you are just like catapulted into the stratosphere.
Considerably.
It's kind of like back in the day. You may not remember the TV show Friends, but the producers and the directors of Friends, they knew that the show was going to be such a big hit that before they put Friends on the air, they sent all of the actors on the show, like Jennifer Aniston and them, to Las Vegas, and they said, enjoy walking around because this is the last time you will ever be in public as normal people again. And when you know it, yeah, any of them go anywhere and they're recognized. And it's like, you see this and it's like, guys, this was some of the last times you were ever going to stream Minecraft without like the entire world watching everything you do.
One of these projects included the centerpiece of the SMP and oldest building on the server, the Community House.
Well,
located in the middle of the lake,
it was around for a while.
House, as well as the paths branching off of it, still stands today as a hub for travel across the main server.
Well, I guess it's been rebuilt.
A few other notable builds include the Community Nether Portal, which also remains a very important location today, and the Courthouse, which is pretty self-explanatory.
Are those still around? Are we sure about that?
Was growing. And along with it, the player base grew too.
That's what I'm saying, Onion.
2 new members have been added to the server, Punk and Bad Boy Halo. Although Bad Boy Halo was a neutral force during the early days of the
away
server,
he goes.
His presence would be felt much more later in the story. Punk, on the other hand, got to work right away building his first giant lemon tree. He also began trapping people's bases. He started this with George.
All right, well, we got to shout out Punk then. Punk was the first force of chaos on the Dream SMP.
In revenge for the trap, George decided to burn down the entirety of Punk's lemon tree, prompting him to build another one farther down the path.
The first conflict.
But little did he know, this second tree, along with his careless actions of setting traps in people's bases, would drive the server to chaos, causing the first war.
Really?
But before that happened, another player was added to the server. The most important addition yet. This player was TommyInnit.
Tomothy inside of it.
TommyInnit was an
Good Lord, by the way,
who knew how to start.
If you told me a year ago, if you told me 12 months ago this face was going to be such a crucial part of my life in 12 months, I don't think I would have believed you. Because my YouTube channel 12 months ago had 100 subscribers and was like nothing. I made speedrun videos like every 3 months looking at like speedrun challenges and things. And I didn't know, the only Minecraft I had watched a year ago was Achievement Hunter. So all of this was just percolating in the background and I had no idea any of this existed. But like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know, it's so weird that all of this was happening and I was just like, I was in my own speedrunning world.
TommyInnit was an up-and-coming creator who knew how
Dude,
to
I've been
start
watching
drama.
Achievement Hunter since like 2013.
After his channel saw early success from Hypixel Skyblock, he was invited to join the new creator server, SMP Earth. Holding over 60 creators, many with millions of subscribers, this was a huge opportunity for Tommy.
I didn't realize that. I thought SMP Earth was a public server. I didn't know it was a 60 people madness.
And he did not hesitate to try to fight all of them.
Hey, Apex, how you doing?
He entered the Dream SMP with the same goal. Coming off the recently ending SMP Earth, Tommy was ready for more fighting. And on his first day, he got straight to work.
Ah, I remember the good old days.
4th.
That was
After
July?
Hours of streaming, Tommy gets a completely out of the blue
Subs 2162. Look at this. Look at this. 2100 subs for the kid. Oh my goodness.
Hours of streaming, Tommy gets a completely out of the blue message from Dream inviting him to the SMP. Joining without hesitation.
Dude, that's the dream, by the way. I've said this in videos before. That is the dream. Rin, thank you for gifting the sub to Looking Bad. But we've heard several times about how Dream likes to invite people in the middle of their streams. And it's why every now and then I'll like pick up my phone and be like, maybe. But no, I honestly question, if I had ever been considered, I think I might have screwed that up, because when Foolish got invited, I told Dream, I was like, oh, you know, if you're giving people tours, I'd love to take one. And I think that may have permanently disqualified me from the SMP, regrettably. But
Tommy
still nice to dream. You know, they say it doesn't cost anything to dream,
do
friends.
One thing.
That's all I'm saying.
Annoy everyone. He quickly became a problem, stealing from chests and killing George repeatedly.
Just absolute
this
pandemonium.
Resulted in him being taken to jail within about 20 minutes of joining the server. A record that stands to this day. After pulling an epic gamer move and escaping, he continued.
That's what I'm saying, Onion. That's what I'm saying. I'm aware of my blunder, but was it really an epic gamer move? Didn't he just kind of break the blocks and run away?
Escaping, he continued to destroy things. This resulted in Dream teleporting him far away from spawn, banishing him temporarily. However, Tommy was not going to let this stop him from annoying them. Coming back by dying, Dream kept having to teleport him. This went on for a few minutes before TommyInnit had become the first player to be banned on the server.
Beautiful!
One Twitter block later, and Tommy was back. This time, he would follow the rules. Well, kinda. After causing a bit more damage,
blowing up the prime
and
path,
everything he could see as his property,
stealing the lemon tree,
to end his stream. His actions on the first day of the server would only be the beginning, as he would be streaming.
Oh god, I forgot those videos where he literally was like, everything belongs to me
on the SMP. 2 days later, the first war on the Dream SMP began. It all started when Tommy decided to build his house in a hill directly next to Punk's giant lemon tree. Tommy being Tommy, they almost immediately began fighting over land.
God, these are so many. See, this brings up so much nostalgia for me. I completely forgot about the lemon tree.
This resulted in Punk killing Tommy and
obviously, because I called it the Tree of Life earlier.
Trapping his house. Following the trolling of his house, Sapnap sought revenge. And he was able to get it by burning down most of Punk's lemon tree. Enraged by his actions, Punk teamed up with its Alyssa to get him back again. They then burned down his entire house. They had crossed the line.
In before Alyssa comes back to the server and Alyssa and Callahan break Dream out of prison. I just wanna float that fan theory out there. Alyssa and Callahan break Dream out of prison. I think the plot twist nobody would see coming. But like, even griefing builds like this, I think about, because this would be like the most complicated thing I've ever built in Minecraft. I'm more the miner than the crafter. So if somebody griefed my, like, I don't know how I would comprehend if I built a lemon tree and somebody griefed that would just be,
Sapnap
I would be so mad.
Had to put an end to this, but he couldn't do it alone.
Like IRL mad, not canon mad.
Sapnap was able to get Tommy on his side, and together they would kill Punk and Alyssa. Until, in the middle of their fight, Dream logged on.
My god, he got onto his own server.
Dream, the creator of the world, and so far the only one to stop Tommy's fits of destruction, had had enough. He had created the server to be a place to escape conflict, to work together, to create, and to have fun. And war had no place there. After watching the server begin to spiral into chaos, Dream decided to step in and stop the fighting. But he quickly discovered he was very undergeared.
Tommy is a formidable opponent. Oh, look at that, friends. Even in these videos, we pause on Tommy faces. We love Tommy faces in this chat. But, yeah, Tommy has, even back years ago, even a year ago, Tommy had plot armor on the Dream SMP.
And within seconds, Tommy and Sapnap had killed him as well. The fighting escalated once again, and soon nearly the entire server was involved.
Oh, this is where they duel, I think.
Together, Sapnap and Tommy wiped out everyone standing in their way, even forcing Dream to log out temporarily.
Wow.
That
the
was
combat
until
log.
Something happened that turned the tides of the battle. Dream had stolen Tommy's most prized possessions on the server.
Yep.
His music discs. Tommy had spent hours finding these discs and was not about to let that time go to waste.
Something about slow-mo video of Tommy frolicking in a field that just makes me chuckle.
To get them back.
I guess it's because I know,
Because Tommy and Sapnap were
better.
allies, Sapnap decided to help Tommy steal the discs back from Dream. Dream then joined the call and told Tommy that because he had proven to be untrustworthy, he would not be getting his discs back. And if he decided to start any conflict again, the discs would be burned.
Okay, at this point, let me know in the comments, at this point, was lore being formally written for the Dream SMP? And I ask that because, again, as a non-confrontational individual, I'm always like, okay, thank you, chat. Because I'm always like, as a non-confrontational individual, if somebody stole my discs, I'd be like, okay, I'll just go get more. And that would consist of a lot of, getting skeletons to follow me, and then hopefully a creeper in the path to, like I would have just found more discs. So it's a credit to them that they didn't just end around all of that.
This happening, Sapnap began looking for where Dream had hidden the discs. And a few minutes later, he found one. Running from Dream, who followed close behind, Sapnap passed the disc to Tommy, who then ran to his base, entered his mine, and hid the disc in a ravine. With Dream close behind, Tommy then faked hiding the disc in a completely different part of the ravine.
But Dream still found it.
Distracting him long enough for Tommy to come up with a plan. The plan that would get his other music disc back from Dream and win him the first battle. But him and Sapnap,
dude, it's so epic. I love Evan's storytelling.
They needed someone else. And Tommy knew just the guy for the job.
Tubbo!
Tubbo and Tommy had been friends since the beginning. They met when Tubbo had been streaming on 0 viewers for almost a year, and Tommy rated him with 20. Later on Discord, the two started talking, and before long, they began streaming together. Throughout the Hypixel Skyblock phase and SMP Earth, Tubbo was there, scamming, fighting, and laughing his way to victory alongside Tommy.
Right, Didi, you said it perfectly. Can we talk about how this is wholesome as all hell? Can we talk about how this is the most wholesome? Like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm old, maybe it's because I'm jaded boys, but like, hearing about a friendship that started over just a couple viewers and blossomed into something like amazing. Basically, look, the two of them are in all likelihood going to become millionaires. Like, their friendship made them both millionaires. And before the age of 21. Like, and they started just as two dudes who liked playing video games together. It doesn't get any better than that.
Tubbo was
I love that so much.
In contrast to Tommy, and preserved the lightheartedness found in the early days of the server. Joining just a few days after Tommy, Tubbo quickly established himself as a force of good.
That's a nice little
Despite them
base.
being nearly opposites, the two unlikely friends fought together during every battle in the early days of the SMP. It was Tommy and Tubbo versus the world. So when Tommy and Sapnap needed some backup, he knew Tubbo would be there. Together, the three of them plotted to take down Dream and take back Tommy's second disc.
Oh, don't say that. We all have friends. That's why I welcome you back as my friends. You are all my friends, and especially on Twitch, because it's been kind of a slow day, and you're the people who hang out with me when nobody else does. So we are all friends. That's all I'm saying.
Tommy's plan was simple. Surround Dream and all three attack him with axes to do the max.
If you want friends, join the Discord. I put a link to the Discord in chat right now. You can see the link to it if you're on YouTube. Join the Discord. We're all friends there.
He hoped this would give them at least a chance of killing Dream, and since Tommy knew Dream had the disc in his inventory, this was their only chance of getting it back. As the fighting began, things were not looking good. After dying, Tommy and Sapnap brought a bed down to the ravine and set their spawn point nearby. The three then regrouped for one final ambush on Dream.
See, I think I missed a lot of this in my first watch through. I think I missed a ton of this.
But he found them first. After Sapnap was killed, it was all up to Tommy and Tubbo to finish the job. Using gravel as a blockade, the two began to chip away at Dream's health. Tommy got a few good hits before falling to Dream, leaving it all up to Tubbo.
Tubbo!
As Dream was retreating to heal, Tubbo chased him down, managing to kill him. They had done it.
Oh, the jump!
Together,
look at that!
The team had managed to take down the most powerful man on the server, and Tommy's most prized possessions were back in his hands.
The first Disc War, it's funny because compared to, you know, Las Nevadas, compared to Dream in Prison, compared to everything we're looking at now, the first Disc War seems so quaint. It seems so wholesome, you know? It's like when you see two dogs playing tug of war over like a bit of rope. And you're like, ah, it's adorable. But then you're like, but you know what it's gonna turn into, and you're like, ugh. But I love watching this. I love these like memories.
It would be best to hide the discs in a chest off camera so Dream couldn't steal them when he was offline. But he quickly realized that Dream would not give up that easily. Sure, Tommy had won the battle, but the war was far from over.
It was so much more lighthearted.
Tommy joined the SMP, Tubbo was not the only new member to be added. 3 more of their friends, Purpled, Fundy, and Puns, were whitelisted.
I forgot Purpled was whitelisted such a long time ago. But no, wait. No, because we talked about this the other day. Purpled built the UFO very early on in the server's history. So yeah, that does make sense. I wish, you know what I wish about all of this? Like, this makes me wish that when I was younger, I didn't take things so personally. Because even now, like, I don't know if when I was like 16 up through like 21, if I built something on a server and my friends griefed it, like, we wouldn't be friends anymore. And so it's like, I don't know. I wish I'd have had thicker skin when I was just a little bit younger, because that way, like, I don't know. I feel like I would have been more open to opportunities like this. But like, if somebody griefed my base, like, I would steal the refrigerator in real life.
Well, the SMP was now beginning to flourish. New players meant new development, and from this point forward, the server
that is a
really
badass UFO.
To take shape. The first major build was Purpled's UFO. Lying fairly close to the community house in the same direction as Tommy's base, the UFO was one of the better looking builds for quite a while.
It was the only one that wasn't a cobblestone tower.
Club was also constructed for resolving an issue that later arose between Fundy, Purpled, and Tubbo. Finally, both Fundy and Dream created secret bases underground.
Ah!
These new builds, along with the Horizon
the closest thing Dream had to a home,
saga and other conflicts on the server, helped the Dream SMP quickly gain popularity on YouTube and Twitch. And as development continued in the world, so did it in the battle for the discs. On July 10th, one day after his previous battle with Dream, Tommy logged on to the SMP, only to see that Dream had torn apart all of the land surrounding his base, looking for the
yeah,
discs.
I remember that part.
And he found them.
Yep.
He was able to do this
because this was the first part we were like, okay, Dream, when Dream wants to go after something, he is going to completely go after.
When Tommy was hiding the discs off camera, he left his game sounds on. This allowed Dream to get an idea of where he had hidden them based on analyzing when he
Dream,
took fall
you
damage
madman!
and what blocks he mined before placing the chest. The discs had been lost once again, and this time, Dream would not let them back so easily. Tommy's first plan was to bargain with Dream, but that quickly went downhill when Tubbo pointed out that the only thing Tommy had of value was his netherite chestplate. after their genius idea of setting an ultimatum was shut down by Dream.
Back when netherite actually had value, because okay, so this is all kind of coming around and making a lot more sense to me. I couldn't figure out why a netherite chest plate was so valuable because I was watching this in like January or February, and so to me, 1.16 had been around a while. I'm like, okay, all these kids have played a ton of Minecraft at this point. Like, what difference does it make, you know? Everyone has netherite. But now I realize, no, they didn't, and that was actually still a pretty rare piece of armor.
Dream threatened to burn Tommy's discs if he didn't give him the netherite chestplate within 20 minutes. This left only one reasonable solution. One way for Tommy to get his discs back once and for all. Him and Tubbo would try and portal trap Dream and kill him with beds.
Why not?
Why did they actually think that would work? He literally just said he doesn't have the discs in his inventory. This plan was
They assumed Dream was lying.
Foolproof. There was no way it wouldn't work. Okay. Knowing Dream knew their plan, Tommy and Tubbo
Phantoms were enabled for Phantoms were a thing for a long time. I remember Wilbur having to kill Phantoms like while they were trying to do lore.
On the other side. Lucky for Tommy, he had ender pearls and was able to escape. Tubbo, on the other hand, was slain by Dream.
Yeah, not so much.
And somehow, Tommy died as well. Their plan was not going too well. They had already both died and had made no more progress towards recovering the discs. They then met peacefully with Dream, who decided to give Tommy one last chance.
31 minutes and 15 seconds ago.
Tommy convinced Dream to give him 10 more minutes to think about it, buying him time to think of another plan. This time, Tommy's plan was different. It was literally the exact same plan.
Yeah.
After yet another
Tommy, before lore happened on the server, Tommy's plans were not varied in their stratagems.
An opportunity arose for one of the discs to be stolen. Dream, after taking out both Tommy and Tubbo multiple times, was feeling very confident. Because of this, he decided it would be funny to taunt them by playing the disc. But Tommy and Tubbo
How do we know it wasn't a fake disc, though?
After playing it again higher up so they couldn't steal it, Dream began to build a blockade next to the jukebox. But Tubbo managed to slip through, ejecting the disc from the jukebox and taking it.
Tubbo with the dipsy doodle! Dude, I remember back in the day wanting Tubbo to be like the king of the Dream SMP so badly. And now I have future YoBGS vision, and I'm like, dang it. That seemed like a good idea at the time.
But eventually,
yeah,
Dream
Tubbo deserved it back in the day.
It back again. In the words of Tommy, they had a glimpse at freedom. But the battle continued. Building higher and higher, Dream continued to taunt Tommy with his discs.
It really was such a simple lore. Like, it was so chill.
Dream was distracted by Tubbo, allowing Tommy to drop in from above and steal the disc back. Knowing it wouldn't be safe in the skies, Tommy dropped the disc down to Tubbo. However, Tubbo was not able to find it before
he was distracted by a V. You gotta love the editing.
Once again. Twice now, the two had been incredibly close to victory, only to have the disc slip away at the last second. The fighting continued, but ultimately led nowhere. And so, Tommy and Tubbo decided to take the trade. Tommy's netherite chestplate for the discs.
Oh my god, it's like they decided to do the thing that they could have done weeks ago.
Trade, Tommy thought back to the days of Skyblock. He was the king of scamming. Surely there was a way to beat Dream. Take back the discs while keeping his chestplate as well.
And just build another chestplate.
He remembered Tubbo, who had been by his side the entire time. They both knew exactly what to do. As Dream dropped the discs and Tommy dropped the chestplate, Tubbo made a break for the discs.
Oh, you love to see it.
Dream realized what was happening, it was too late.
He pickled them.
Tubbo had grabbed both
just
of the
like
discs
Sandlot.
and logged out. It was a race for the chestplate. But Tommy won, managing to disconnect after picking it up.
And that was the end of the server.
All that was left was Dream. alone in the ruins of a battle he'd thought he'd won.
And this is what created the monster. This
Or
moment.
so they thought. Unbeknownst to Tommy and Tubbo, Dream had not dropped the real discs. The ones he traded were fakes.
Come on, how do we know that? Do we really know
The
that?
finale of the disc
Can
saga
Dream
took
prove
place
that?
the next day. As Tommy logged on, still holding the netherite chestplate, he looked around for a bit, then went to find Tubbo. But Tubbo had his own problems to deal with. After conflict arose between Fundy, Purple, and Tubbo, they decided to settle their affairs in the social.
Oh, he dropped 13. Okay.
During their conversation, Tommy burst through the door asking for Tubbo's help to finish the war. But war would have to wait.
Wasn't
As
that the
in the
entire
socializing-
point of the social club, though? Was that war did not happen in the social club? And then Tommy storms in, making war in the social club?
There are no weapons and no fighting allowed for any reason. So they moved outside.
Yep.
After that encounter, Tommy and Tubbo moved forward with their plan to find the discs. And Tommy knew exactly how they would do it.
It was such a
He
different
believed that
time.
the discs were hidden in Dream's secret base, but he had no idea where it was. So with Tubbo's help, Tommy would use an exploit to see through walls and find it. The plan worked, and within minutes, they had broken
Dude,
into
fit
the
MC
base.
strats.
But once again, this wouldn't be the end. The discs weren't there. Confused, Tommy and Tubbo asked around to see if anyone knew where the discs were.
Ah!
They were out of luck. Until Dream logged on to the server. After some more negotiation, including a stack of diamonds the two had stolen from Dream, they once again agreed to trade the netherite chestplate for the discs.
Okay,
This time,
green and purple this time.
There
That
was
looks
no
right.
scamming. And just like that, the music discs were back in the hands of Tommy.
Ignoring the zombie that almost
Together,
killed him.
Tommy and Tubbo had won the war. And to celebrate, the two sat on a bench near Tommy's
really
house
call that
and
a win?
listened to one of the discs.
Do we really call that a win,
Overlooking
friends?
the land, they thought about what they'd accomplished. Until a sudden realization hit. They had gotten the discs before. But it didn't matter. Anyone could take them at any time. There was only one safe place on the entire server that left no chance of anyone stealing the discs.
An end chest.
An ender chest. But as far as they knew, no ender chests had been made yet. So the two would have to quickly gather the materials and make their own before someone tried to steal the discs.
Make one.
If you don't know, an ender chest is crafted with an eye of ender surrounded by obsidian blocks. So all in all, they would need 8 obsidian, 1 blaze powder, and 1 ender pearl. They started by asking around for blaze rods.
But that takes like no time. In a server where things have been mined out and built out and created, that's an easy thing to do.
Interested, they went to talk to Puns, who, despite having his lawn griefed by the build battle the day before, and Tommy stealing some golden apples, agreed to supply them with a blaze rod and an ender pearl in exchange for an apple.
Nice.
But as
Wholesome.
Tommy got
Wholesome
the apple
puns.
and
Good guy
began
puns.
making his way to Puns, Dream began to attack. Upon hearing their plans to seal the discs away in an ender chest, Dream knew if he wanted to stay in control, he had to stop them.
It's almost like, it's that old saying, right? 3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Like, why would you tell anyone your plans? Just go to the nether, find a fort, like, play the game yourself.
Tommy quickly traded for the blaze rod and pearl, immediately running away as Dream began his pursuit. Tommy and Tubbo had to think of a plan, and quick. Dream is no stranger to chases, and Tommy knew he was living on borrowed time. Still needing 8 obsidian to craft the chest, Tommy had an idea. If Tubbo could distract Dream for just a minute or 2, Tommy could rush over to the community nether portal and
Yeah, Dream
break
was
enough
stream
obsidian
sniping at the
to
time.
craft the chest. As Tommy made his way to the portal and began mining, Tubbo followed Dream, telling Tommy exactly where they were. 1, 2, 3. Tommy had almost gotten half the obsidian they needed.
He's
Dream
almost
started
there.
Shooting at him from a nearby watchtower. Barely alive with one heart, just a single arrow could end the dream of securing the discs. Tubbo made his way to Tommy, covering him and supplying food. 4, 5.
Oh, it's so
Dream made his
tense,
way to
even
the
back
portal,
then.
Tubbo only managing to stall a few seconds. The two ran, taking refuge in the community house and blocking off the doors. Tubbo stayed on the ground floor, sacrificing his life and buying Tommy just enough time to escape from the roof. 6, 7. They were so close.
I still gotta craft
All that
it
stood
though.
between them and freedom was a green man and a single piece of obsidian.
Get the obsidian, Tubbo.
Dream chased Tommy. A
Tubbo.
relentless storm of arrows following Tommy's every step. He couldn't do it. If he stops running, Dream kills him. If he keeps running for long, he
What if he
loses his
combat
sprint and
logs?
Dream
Combat
kills him.
log. Come back at
There was
midnight.
nothing
Dream won't be
Tommy could
paying
do.
attention. Meta
But
strats.
he didn't have to do anything. He had Tubbo.
Tubbo.
Tubbo remembered he had a piece of obsidian at his house and ran there immediately. Now, Tommy was the one stalling. As Tubbo grabbed the obsidian,
it's so stressful.
he went out back
I'm like
and
2
saw
inches
Tommy
from my
loop around
monitor.
towards the back of his house. Tubbo then dropped the obsidian, as well as some food, and stalled Dream just long enough for Tommy to craft the ender chest
Nailed it.
and lock away the discs for good.
Yes. Let's go.
Against all.
I know if he combat logs, there's no content, but like, there's that part of your brain that like wants to give the logic to the logicless.
All odds, the two friends managed to save Tommy's most prized possessions from the wrath of Dream. With this, the disc saga was over,
For now.
at least for now, and the server was at peace once again. The next 2 weeks would be the most peaceful the server had ever seen since Tommy joined.
And would ever
At the end of
see.
the
I'm
first
from the
major
future.
war, it seemed everyone needed a break from the chaos. But soon, a new player would be added to the SMP. A player
Wilbur.
that would completely change the nature of the server.
Actually, Jay Schlatt was the one that changed the nature of the server. Wilbur just
Storyteller.
had some plans.
A mastermind of words. His ideas growing to define the server and made the story something people would remember. And July 24th, just 20 days after Tommy joined, one moment changed the course of the server forever.
That's almost a year ago at this point? God, where does the time go? This is how we get old, friends. That was a year ago?
Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already.
That's right. And then, yeah, do all the good stuff. Follow EvanMC. I know you're already subscribed to EvanMC, probably if you're subscribed to me. But, again, if you are on the Twitch side of things, stick around. Apparently, there's a little video about H-Bomb being Foolish G's maid that I think we need to watch. So, we're going to give that a little bit of a look, but for the YouTube side of things, let me know in the comments down below. Should I watch the rest of the EvanMC saga? Should we reminisce? Should we get up to speed on all the lore that I may have missed as I kind of speed ran the Dream SMP? Let me know in the comment down below. Again, on the Twitch side of things, we are going to keep watching videos, but on the YouTube side of things, take care, and I will see you